Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy Ann if you're new. Today I attempted the viral latte trend that I've been seeing all over my social media, but here it is on brown skin, and I went for a updo, something out of my comfort zone, but I'm trying to come out of my comfort zone period. So that's what I like about these trends. It's all about trying something new. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so starting off with a clean face, I'm wearing a serum and eye cream, but nothing else is on my face. I'm going to start off with Embryolisse. It's a moisturizer, primer, and moisturizing mask all in one. I really like this to use under my foundation. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Express Brow Ultra Slim Pencil in 260 Deep Brown. I'm starting with the end of my brow, then the arch, and then working my way to the front, combing in between. I really like to focus on making hair-like strokes. I don't really like a blocky brow, so I really like to comb in between every couple strokes. To get to the front of the brow, I like to draw those strokes upwards to make it look a little more realistic. Then with a Morphe M432 brush plus the L'Oreal Infallible 209 foundation, I'm starting to carve out my brows. Then I'm going in with a Duo Brow Powder by Arches and Halos. It's a brand I found on Amazon, with an angled brush with a spoolie on the end of it. And I'm just filling in any sparse areas that the brow pencil didn't really cover. Then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's a clear gel in a pot. I like to scoop some out onto a palette and use a spoolie to comb it into my brows. It usually keeps everything in place for as long as I need it to. Then with a beauty blender, I'm just blending out the excess concealer that's around the brows and combing in a few strokes at the front of the brow that got lost with the blending. Then I'm going in with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. Then I'm going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger to take out any discoloration and to brighten up the eyeshadows that I'm going to place down. Set that concealer in place. I'm using a Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot Powder with a tapered face brush that I got on Amazon. The brand is called Ann Moore. Today I'm going to use the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills to create this latte look. First I'm going to go in with the Luxie 209 brush, and I'm going to mix tempera and orange soda to highlight my brow bone. Then I'm going to use Burnt Orange with an M441 brush as my transition shade. Then I'm going to mix Sienna in with a little burnt orange to add a little extra dimension into the crease. Then I'm going to use the shade Rustic on an M433 brush and create a little more dimension. Then I'm going in with the M441 brush with no extra product, just to blend out any harsh lines. Next, I'm going in with Cypress Umber on an M573 Morphe brush, and I'm packing that into the crease on both sides before I blend it out slightly. Then I'm going back in with the M441 brush and I'm mixing burnt orange with sienna to just bring back a little bit of the transition color. Going in with sienna on the lower lash line with an M408 brush. Mixing rustic and cypress umber for a little extra dimension. Then cypress umber by itself. Me trying to figure out what lid color to use, I went in with Sultry, and it was a beautiful shimmery brown. It just reminded me of like hot chocolate, and I thought it was perfect for the latte look. To brighten things up, I mixed Glistening and Fairy, and I added that into the inner lid area, and I really liked how it came out. To the inner corner, I added Fairy with a M124 brush. Then on an angled brush, I took Cypress Umber and I dragged that along my lash line. After checking it out, I decided to add a little bit more Cypress Umber on the outer V with the M573 brush. Then I'm curling my lashes with this lash curler I got on Amazon, and I'm prepping them for the falsies. Adding some mascara. This one is from L'Oreal. It's L'Oreal Lash Paradise waterproof mascara. I was checking it out to see if I could have got away with no lashes, but I decided to go with lashes anyway. So here I'm just cutting a lash in half because I wanted to try the half lash trend. I'm not sure how I felt about it for this latte look. It kind of gave it a really sultry siren eye effect, which I'm not mad at. I really enjoy that look, but I just didn't really feel it for this look specifically, but I will try it again another day. So I'm just going to put some lash glue on the lash I decided to use. Unfortunately, it's from a big set on Amazon, so I'm not sure where it's from. Going in with the Smashbox Original Photo Finish Primer. I love this because it smooths and blurs my skin out. I don't know if you saw that on camera. Then with the MAC Studio Fix Conceal and Correct palette, I'm going to take the shade Burnt Coral and I'm going to color correct under my eyes and a little bit around my mouth. I'm just adding my lashes and just making sure they're on securely. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Full Filter Luminous Matte Full Coverage Liquid Foundation in the shade 430N Gingerbread and mix it with the Iconic London Illuminator Drops and the Dior Foundation Mixer to neutralize the foundation a little bit. I'm only using a half pump of foundation because it's so full coverage, and the way I disperse it with the brush after like spreading it out on the palette, I really don't need that much. So a little goes a long way if anyone's going to use this foundation. Then I'm going to go in with a beauty blender and just disperse the product everywhere and just cover my main problem areas. So that's after like the first layer of application. Then I'm going to go around where I have like most hyperpigmentation and add in what's left on the brush. Here I'm just doing a neck check. I don't know if anybody else does that. You always gotta like double check and make sure your neck and face are cohesive. For highlight and contour, I'm using the Huda Concealer in Toasted Almond and the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. This is my preferred placement for highlight and contour. I don't really do too much, and I usually blend it out with a beauty blender. One more neck check before we set everything. I actually like how my skin looks. I was fearing that it was looking too light when I was doing it. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Turks and Caicos. And I'm using a Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I wanted to use a more orange blush, but I don't have a orange cream blush. This is the closest to that shade that I have in a cream blush though. And I feel like it doesn't look too bad. It looks warm and semi-orange, but it is pink or peach. Then I'm going to set my face with the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Loose Setting Powder and a powder puff from Amazon. I like to pack that into my hand and really saturate the puff with the powder before I put it on my under eye, because I have dry skin, so I don't really like to bake. I just like to set my under eye well. And that first application on that under eye was actually a little too much to me. So the way I put it on the second eye is usually how I do it every day. But we are going for a semi-glamour look, so I feel like I don't want the makeup to budge. So I'm gonna set my face really well. Now with a MAC NC47 Studio Fix powder, I'm gonna use it as a contour bronzer to just bring back warmth and shadow and dimension and depth back into the face. And I'm using a face contour brush from the same Amazon brand and more. Then with what's left on the brush, I don't pack any more product into it, and I just tap away the loose setting powder that I put on my face. To highlight, I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Global Glow and a Morphe M510 brush. For powder blush, I'm going to use the Alamar Cosmetics Trio Blush Palette, and I'm mixing Seclusion and Isla. It's like the most orangey, warmish blush tones I could find. And I'm using an Anmore Taper face brush. It looks really cute. To make my inner corners pop a little more, I'm using the Huda Medium Glow Obsessions palette and a pointed detail brush. Then usually when I'm done with my face, I like to touch up my brows, and I'm just adding in a little more brow powder with the angled brush. I feel like when you work on the complexion part of the face, it takes away from the brows, so I had to draw on my tail again. And I like to put a few more strokes on the inner part where it makes it look a little more natural. Then I'm going to tightline with the L'Oreal Smolder eyeliner in black. I'm going to blend the eyelashes with the falsies a little bit more with some mascara. Me deciding what lip liner to use, I went in with Cork from MAC, and I actually overdrew my lip by mistake, but no worries, let me show you how to fix it. Just wipe that away, took my beauty blender or your makeup sponge, tap it out, and then add some more highlighter back to your lip. All fixed. So I went in with Cork lip liner from MAC. As I look back on the look, I feel like I should use a little bit of espresso as well, but it still came out cute. I'm using Cork lip liner, and I'm trying to blend it out a little bit with my lips and my finger. Really want to define my Cupid's bow there. I'm not really an overliner person, but I do like a defined lip. Then I'm gonna use an e.l.f. Satin O lipstick in the shade No Doubt, and I'm gonna put that in the center and just blend the two. Then I'm gonna set my face with MAC Fix Plus. It's in a bottle because the nozzle on my actual bottle just stopped working, so I had to transfer it. And I'm just melting all the products together, and this is the finished look. I really like how it came out. It's very glowy and bronzy and definitely represents what I think latte makeup would look like on brown skin. This makeup came out super cute. I'm actually impressed with myself, and I put a little cute asymmetrical top on to match. Can't really see it, but yeah, I really like it. Bronzy, glowy, subtle, natural, no eyeliner. Different for me, but I really like it. And the hair is just chef's kiss. So if you enjoyed this video, then give it a like, leave a comment below, let me know what other trend I should hop on, and please subscribe to my channel. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!